And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Getting Sports with a Drunk. I am not the hostess Cupcake the Riddler.
Damn it.
I am, however, the rat of a Red Baron.
Yes, you are, my friend.
Joined by, currently right now...
Just don't drop the mic, and I am here in full force, my friend, with the rat of a Red Baron.
Full force. That's what we'd like to hear. Joining us momentarily will be...
Is Mr. Kyle Doesn't Have a Souls.
That's right, the man of many names. We've been off a week. Well, we posted a show...
Don't let him behind the curtains.
We posted
Theater of the Mind.
We kind of
You guys came in on the 4th on America's fucking birthday.
we can't always be here, but we
we
try.
deliver content for you.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
I was
our
not
goal.
here. I was enjoying getting drunk.
Yes,
With sports.
that's right. Well, that's what it's all about. But yeah, how have you been?
I've been doing well. Haven't been in here in a few months. Glad to be back. It's still hot as hell down here.
Yeah, well,
but,
that fan is nice and unplugged.
Jay Cutler staring at me in the eyes. I like that. The cutlet. I'm doing well. Still working, enjoying summer. Been playing a lot of golf.
Hey, there you go.
I played 18 on Saturday, and there must be nothing worse than hearing somebody tell you how their golf game is. Just who gives a shit, honestly, right?
Well, it's there is.
It's like somebody telling you about their fantasy team. If you're not in that league, even if you are in a league, you're like, who gives a shit? But no, I'm doing well. Same shit. How about you? You letting the hair grow out, Kendall?
I am. So my goal is, Mock already has like a decent mullet going.
That sounds brutal.
And that's kind of like my goal. Is I got the really stupid hair. I got the redhead with the gray coming through. So I'm looking to. I want to like shave down the sides a little bit.
The funniest is when you take off your glasses, you have sunflower seed eyes. Now, what I want to know is, do the guys who aren't on the show, do they listen to the show probably when they're not on it?
No.
Okay, so we just talk shit about
nobody
them?
listens to the show.
So you guys never listen back?
Souls. So
It depends.
back in the day, we would edit out cursing because I don't know. It was like the shows were different. We would do like
Good catch.
I don't know, 17 minutes or an hour. It was kind of random.
Yeah.
And we'd chop it down this might go on a radio station that's like
Or McDonald's might sponsor us.
right, exactly. So we'd edit it down. But then when
That would be so cool.
when we linked up with PPRN and started going live, we kind of just you couldn't. There was
you
just
just
too
let
much.
it fly, yeah.
To edit down a 3-hour show, it would be insane. So
Yeah, and if you know, it's one thing, the radio show in the morning, they know it's live and they're on a station and they're used to it. Whereas, this, it's
So I mean, I haven't listened back to a show in a very long time.
So we could just talk shit about everyone. I mean, we talk shit about each other when
right?
we're in front of each other.
It doesn't matter.
Kyle, how have you been, Kyle?
I've been going.
Fans want to know.
They don't.
They don't.
Oh, what are you boys
They
drinking?
they really don't like me.
Kyle, you want to start us off with your beverage of choice?
Oh yeah, I got Willie Make It from the Kyle Souls. I bought his own beer collection.
Wow.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Yeah, fuck you.
Bought my own beer.
I brought my own
Very
beer.
rarely.
Anyhow.
Anyway, so what do you consume?
I had this beer last week.
Okay. No, we were off
But
last
it's
week.
so
Well, we had a show last week.
Well,
You
I
guys had a
had
show last week.
it on that bullshit thing that we somewhat kind of did.
Kendall, what are you drinking?
I have from 2 shows ago a Bud Light Lime, which was very underappreciated. I bought it for the staff here, and they did not care for it.
They were just
It's a
rascals.
terrible beer.
Do you like the Bud Light Orange?
I kind of like them all, with the exception of the lemon tea.
There's a lemon tea. Is
Yeah.
there just a straight lemon?
I think it's lemon tea.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure.
I like Jameson Orange.
I mean, that was
Never
surprising.
had it, but it sounds not bad.
And what do you got over there?
I am drinking a Spire by Counterweight Brewing, which is now in Cheshire. It is a Belgian-inspired white, and it is 5.0% alcohol by volumes. It's very good beer. and I will give my review at the end.
All right. Any toast of excellence?
If this one hasn't been taken, can I grab
Listen, you're first. You go.
Matthew Berry, hanging it up after 15 years at ESPN.
Good. He was overrated as fuck.
I mean, the only reason I listen to him is because what am I going to do? He actually does, quote unquote, the research. So there were times where I would rely.
Yeah,
if I was
he's
tossed
wrong
up,
all the time.
not wrong all the time.
Good
But I would say hats off to him for making a career out of talking fantasy football. That I will say is impressive.
I mean, first that I kind of really remember, like to have like a whole show like dedicated.
I associate fantasy football with Matthew Berry. He carved out that niche, and so he's moving on probably to a sports book. That would be my guess, because that's where Schefter might end up too. That's where all the money is now, these sports books. So hats off to him. I don't think I'll be listening to fantasy football focus anymore because Field Yates doesn't do it for me.
Yeah. Anything from you, Souls?
My toast of excellence is to Albert Pujols.
For what?
For being him from Pujols and Miguel Cabrera for being elected into the All-Star game. I actually really like that.
I mean, are they both obviously Pujols? Is this Midi's last year on his contract?
I don't know, but he never said he was going to retire.
Yeah.
It's just like a legacy thing. I think you need one from both sides.
I guess. Yeah, because Pujols is going to be done after this year, probably, right?
He already called it.
Oh, that's right, yeah. But
like next year, it'll be Yadier.
Huh.
Yadier said after this year, next year is his last year.
Yeah.
And Wainwright's ought to be gone too. Wainwright's still on the Cardinals.
I know. They should all just go together. Have like a big
dude.
Like,
Wainwright
really should.
Is fucking still.
He's
dealing.
a horse, dude. He is a horse. Him and Verlander are two horses.
He pitched against the Phillies the other night. He lost 2-0, but pitched a complete game.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Last of a dying breed for sure.
Him, Verlander, Scherzer, and like Bumgarner. But Bumgarner has been a bum.
Yeah.
He hasn't though. His numbers are fine.
Well,
he's 5-8 with a 3.5.
I think the difference being is that the guys aforementioned were kind of like they still like if comparatively speaking, I think the way they pitch is like more reflective. Like I think Bumgarner's just kind of like hanging around, like not playing bad, but just kind of hanging
He's
around.
still on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, he's in a shit squad.
Does Jake Lamb still play for the Diamondbacks?
No, Jake Lamb's a Dodger now.
What? I feel like everybody's a Dodger.
Because he was a White Sox last year.
So who's even best player on the? Is Ketel Marte still on the Diamondbacks?
Yeah, he's their best player.
That's fair. All right, Kendall, what about you?
Homer one to Mets retiring Keith Hernandez's number. Number 7.
Yeah, that was cool.
Enshrined
that was
forever.
Cool.
So very happy about that, and now I gotta crack these beers because it's hot.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I hate the Mets, but I do think the Mets have the greatest broadcast team ever.
Thank you for saying
Keith,
that, Kyle.
Ron, and who's the other one?
And Gary Cohen.
Jerry, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I
fair.
mean, we talked about it before on the show. It's just I found that they're not biased. They do the homework, and like some people kind of get annoyed by like inside jokes, but they have great back and forth.
It's part of the rapport.
It's just
It's like Tom McCarthy and John Kruk. I watched the
Crucky.
Phillies, obviously. Those two guys are amazing together.
Does Matt Vasgersian still do Sunday Night Baseball?
No.
They changed that whole.
It's
like,
not Mendoza anymore and A-Rod?
No. Matt Vasgersian does strictly, I want to say Padre games.
It's not a bad gig.
when they started doing that that kind of like Manning cast thing with A-Rod and
The Big Hurt? Was it Frank Thomas?
no, it wasn't Frank Thomas, was it? No, it was
Frank Thomas does.
Or no, they
TBS.
do the Fox. They used to do the Fox pregame. It was him, Ortiz, somebody else.
Frank Thomas is strictly White Sox now.
Gotcha.
yeah, and eugenics.
Like all these guys are doing like their teams now because like they make more money.
Right. And also, I
fair.
kind of like that. Like, unless you were someone who was like either a really good journeyman or had like some.
Wait, sorry to interrupt you, Kendall, but like Dontrell Willis is doing Dodger post.
The D train.
Well, it was weird. Like, do you remember? Like, I don't understand how some of these players get involved with certain teams. Like, there was Kyle, there was a Phillies player, like more known for being a Philly than a Met, who was like on the Mets post game for I want to say like 3 or 4 years.
The Flying Hawaiian?
No, it was somebody like not really super notable.
I just wanted to shoehorn in the Flying Hawaiian there.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, Kendall. It was
it Cliff Lee?
Pedro Figueroa?
Yeah. It made no sense for him to be like involved.
You know where the money is, man. They pay you, they want you, who cares?
Yeah. I just wish like if you see
because like Ben Davis, he was only a Padre and a Mariner, but he does Philly games.
Ben Revere. I'm just throwing out names. As you were.
I just wish like unless you were a guy who kind of played for a lot of teams, like you stick with your own team.
Kenny Lofton.
Like I guess
I get it.
like a guy like Pedro Martinez, I could see him being on a national broadcast team.
Yeah,
because he's like a namesake and was pretty good for a lot of places.
He played for he played for a lot of
He
teams.
does strictly MLB Network though.
Yeah,
which is good. Just you break it down. He doesn't have to be shoehorned into one. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it just unfortunately when we talk about it, especially in football too, like just because you played doesn't mean you have to be a commentator. Like
that's the thing is and because I listened to whatchamacallit, Lebitard, and after the Brady deal came out with the 370 whatever, he was just like, why are they giving all this money to broadcasting all of a sudden? Because it's like, and he got reamed for it. People were like, oh, you think Brady's not gonna be good? It's like, no, he's never proven to be a good broadcaster. Why should we believe he's never been interesting? Now he's been a little interesting because he's on Tampa, but he's never been interesting. Why would Fox give him all this money? Because honestly, if you're what's your football team? I forget.
Pittsburgh.
Steelers. If the Steelers are playing the Ravens, do you care who's calling the game? Honestly, you're gonna watch that game regardless, right?
Right. It doesn't matter.
Broadcasting makes no, and they have John Stipper on, the former president of ESPN or CEO, and he's like, broadcasting rights for Monday Night Football or anything did not move the meter an inch. It didn't matter. And so it's like it's just interesting how all these guys are getting broadcasting deals, and it's like, yeah, it's good money, but it's like whether Joe Buck's on it or Jason Witten's on Monday Night Football, I'm gonna watch that game if I want to watch it. I don't care who's calling it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's funny how
it does make it that much better though.
It does, but again, you're not gonna turn it off. Like you're not.
No,
unless
you're right.
the game's...
my team, I'm not gonna turn off.
I know,
I'll
but
definitely turn off a fucking Redskin Eagle game if it fucking.
It's the commies now. The
Whatever.
command skins. But then the thing is though is that then they're gonna pay all this money for these broadcasters, and then then they're gonna go over to subscriptions and everything's gonna go up. It's like, no, I don't give a shit. Pay some low level guy to do it, but I know they can't. They'll never do it that way. But it's just broadcasting to me. It's like, I used to not care for Chris Collinsworth, and then I used to watch Sunday football regardless. I don't care who's on it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna watch the games. I love the game. Yeah. So it's just funny how those money's flying around.
Right. I just feel like Kyle, go ahead.
No, I'm about to say, isn't it crazy though that growing up, Sunday Night Baseball used to be the thing.
Oh yeah, I used to watch Sunday Night Baseball.
Because you got teams you don't normally see.
Was it John Miller and Joe Morgan back then? Was that Sunday Night Baseball? Yeah.
And actually, there was a third.
Awesome.
I can't remember who. Miller.
John Miller, Joe Morgan.
And there was a third. Was it
Oral? Was it Vesturgeon? Was it Oral Hershiser?
I think it was Oral Hershiser. I think it was. I thought.
What, the mid 2000s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what I remember was it was just John Miller, Joe Morgan, and whoever was on.
Yeah, they were in the baseball. They were in the video game. I remember all that. But Kyle, let me ask you this: you say that makes it that much better, but you got to understand, in this day and age too, is most people, they're on their phone during the game. They look up, they watch the play. They're not actually sitting there. Even my dad, who's as old school as it comes, occasionally you tune in to listen to a broadcaster talk, unless they're rambling on. You're like, what is this guy talking about? But you really just don't. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know what's going on in your head, which it's probably a deep, dark place.
See, I'm very old school when it comes to that shit.
But do you actually care what they're saying? Yeah, they might offer some. You'd be like, that's not true. He only played on the Cardinals for 2 years, not 3 years. I get you can point out, be like, they're wrong, but you're going to still watch Phillies, Braves, whether they watch it. That's just kind of the point I'm trying to make. Is that to me, it just doesn't seem worth it.
I agree with that, but I would say I'm similar to kind of I do care very much to the I pay very close attention to the broadcast because it's something I always wanted to do. So
well, me too, and I agree. Yeah, I get that.
So there's certain guys, and I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but what's his face there? He was the quarterback for the Jets.
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez. He's on a Fox crew, and I listened to a few of his games this past year, and I was not impressed. Now it was his first or second year. Maybe
he's just a good-looking guy that they're there for. No, he's a charming, good-looking guy.
Very suave.
Yeah. That's why Romo was like a big swing and a miss at the beginning. That's what everybody thought. But obviously he's been great. And yeah, if you get an occasional diamond in the rough of Romo can predict the plays, and I like Nance. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying if I was at a network, I'd be like, I'm not going to pay all this money for Joe Buck because I actually like Joe Buck, but I just don't think he's worth Aikman. What are they paying him, like $17 million a year? It's it's not our money.
Well, Joe Buck, in my opinion, is way better at baseball.
I love Joe Buck. I'm going to miss him on the World Series. He reminds me, he's our childhood World Series guy.
He's a guy who gets a lot of hate. I respect him very much.
I think he's funny.
He does have his moments. I think he's kind of become like white noise for me because I've watched every game.
Broadcasting has become. I think.
Yeah, I mean he does a good job. The whole thing about the hands thing. That's like the longest running thing. He'll hide his hands when Troy Aikman would have his hands out. I think that is a lot of garbage. Yeah. But it's just been a conversation forever. But I just kind of we're going to put a bow on it a little bit. I just wish.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish up and I'll
No, I was just. I wish that there are some real good broadcasters that maybe didn't play the sport or or haven't been as close to it as some guys who've played.
I think they jumped the line.
They get pushed aside because so and so played 4 years of mediocre football. I don't know.
I mean, Greg Olson's going to be in next few years. Isn't he? He's calling number one this year with Kevin Burkhardt.
I think so.
Right?
And I was, with kind of the exception of last year, I was kind of impressed. He would jump in on bye weeks.
Greg Olson?
Greg Olson, while still playing football, on his bye week, he would join a Fox crew.
I mean, at least he's committed to it. I mean, that's like Draymond Green during
the he was good at it too.
He would join the NBA on TNT booth while he was still playing. But that's the thing is, that's what these guys want to get into because they see the fucking money that these guys are making. I mean. That's why they're wait, I can just talk and they're going to pay me all this money. Why not? I get it, but I'm saying I feel like as a sports fan, with TV rights and other shit, everything's just going to go up because now Fox is going to be well, we paid all these guys. Now we got to get more advertising. Things are going to go up. We're going to have to pay for subscription, Prime Video, Apple TV, all that bullshit. So it's it seems like a trickle down economics kind of thing where it's and that's where it starts. So I don't really know. I don't know. I just don't think it's not my money, so I guess I don't really give a shit, but I've never really fully cared about, John Gruden was funny on Monday Night Football. I like Tirico. I like Al Michaels. I get that, but I'm not tuning in for that. I'm going to watch that game regardless, and vice versa. I'm not going to a game because Joe Buck's going to call a game, and I'm I don't want to watch Packers-Bears, America's Game of the Week, just because Joe Buck's calling it. I don't want to watch that game because whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's it doesn't sway me either way. So
I gotcha. Phyllis, what were you saying?
Probably forgot.
I'm gonna agree with Paul on two things.
Who's Paul?
The Riddler, baby.
So he comes out and says all the time that the NFL is kind of force feeding football down our throats.
He's always had that take that he thinks football's too much.
And I agree with that a little bit because now they're gonna try to fucking play 7 days a week.
Which I wouldn't hate. I wouldn't hate.
I would. Because I'm sorry, Ken, go ahead.
No, I'll let you. I was going to say, as I think a lot of American consumers, they would go for it. I think they would.
Maybe I wouldn't at the beginning, but I mean, maybe I would at the beginning. Maybe I would end up not liking it. But as of now, in terms of gambling, fantasy, all that's something to watch on a night because I'll watch it Thursday night. Not so much now because I don't have cable. I lived at home with my parents. I could watch it, but I'm not gonna go see fucking Browns Texans play Thursday night. But I don't know. That's just my point or opinion. But anyways, go ahead, Kyle.
I don't know. It's just growing up, it just used to be Sunday, Monday. Sunday, for 17 weeks, it was a fucking holiday. Mm-hmm. You dedicated your whole day around football. Now you kind of have to dedicate your whole week around it. And many people do. Yeah. Even if it's just for fantasy or if it's for or it's your team.
But I guess what I'm saying is what's the difference between baseball being on 7 days a week?
It's been that way forever, though.
Okay, but so because we're used to the oversaturation. But so you're saying you might be afraid for football because the reason football is so sacred, and we've had this discussion before, is that it's 17 weeks or 18 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's every day matters, but it'll still be 17 weeks. It'll just be on more often.
But also fantasy football, football's so fantasy football driven now.
Correct.
if you play 5 games in the middle of the week and all your guys have went, you're going to lose viewership because those guys aren't playing.
I think so. For me, anyway, I'm just kind of like a traditionalist. That's why I don't really like it. It used to be for a while when they were introducing more and more Thursday. Thanksgiving was kind of kickoff for like when Thursday games would start, and then so Thursday from Thanksgiving, and then the next whatever it is 4 weeks there'd be a game on Thursday, and then there'll be like a random Saturday game
well,
at the
Christmas
end of the
time or whatever.
Exactly, and I kind of like that. That was like the furthest I'd want to go with it. I liked the old way. That's all it really is for me.
I don't mind Thursday night football because it does break up the week. You're like, okay, shit, it's Thursday night, Friday's tomorrow, weekend's coming up. I get that. Get a little fantasy going. But like I said, I'm saying right now I would like it. But yeah, there's a good chance I wouldn't like it if I was like, oh, shoot, the Tuesday night game's on. It's like, fuck. And so like I get that. But as of now, I have no problem with watching more football because that's probably my favorite sport to watch. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, in the vein you're speaking, I've adjusted to the Thursday being on from the start throughout. Like I've just gotten used to it.
Yeah,
it's been enough years now that it's kind of become the.
And
fabric
we would all get used to it if it went to 7 days a week. I think we bitch about it at the beginning, but we would be like, all right, week 6, we're like, all right, cool, there's a Friday night game on.
And I think I don't know when it will occur. I think they'll slowly tease stuff where there will be maybe not like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but they'll be like, hey, there's the Monday night game, there's the Thursday night game, there's the Saturday night prime time, and Sunday every week.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did Thursday through Monday, maybe took Tuesday, Wednesday off. But I'm just saying, I don't know. Because I don't watch high school football, obviously, and I'm not going on some stream to watch, so I don't care about Friday nights. Saturday, yeah, I like college, but that's probably why they won't do it on. They can't do it on because they're not going to go up against 3:30 Alabama, Auburn, and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do NFL on Saturdays. But like I said, money talks. Like that's what people are gonna. If people are gonna pay for it, and the networks are gonna pay for it, and Amazon, all of them are gonna pay for it, they're gonna put games on those days.
Yeah. All I would want is if they do go that direction, there has to be something reciprocated for like the players and whatnot for them to get the rest they need. Whether that's making the season even longer for rest wise, you add on a second bye week or whatever. I think that would be the only way I'd be like, okay, go ahead, go crazy.
Kyle, mind if I jump in, or are you gonna say something?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I have this discussion with my father all the time. He's always like, they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't change this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like college football, and I'm like, with paying the athletes, NILs, all that shit, because he's a traditional, he's 60-something, old school guy. Mm-hmm. But my thing is, too, is like, Dad, you're not the customer they're going for. How many times do you watch college football? How many times do you watch other games that are not the Yankees? So you can't tell the MLB what to do because you're just a small slice in their giant pie. I'm like, you're not watching other games other than the Giants. So you feel it through the prism of like, why do they fuck with my games? Why is the game not on? Yes. Why? Because, Dad, you might be one of the few, but there's not a lot of people doing it that way, and he doesn't understand that. It's hard to explain. It is frustrating when he wants to put on the game, like Yankee game, and it's on Apple TV. We don't have Apple TV. I get that, but it's like he doesn't understand that like nowadays with the content out there and everything, money is what talks. And if people are gonna pay, like if people they know they're gonna want to watch the games, they're gonna pay for it. So it's hard to explain to my dad like the changing landscape of sports, which I understand, because I'm sure at that age we'll feel the same way too. We already starting to feel it now, but it's like, I don't know. My dad doesn't watch that stuff. He doesn't watch college football, but he's able to criticize. I'm like, Dad, when's the last time you sat down and watched a college football game? Well, I don't. But I'm like, okay, so you don't really know the sport then. It's just kind of frustrating. So, yeah. I don't know.
I think, too, and just kind of stay on the baseball train a little bit, like Kyle and I watch the Mets, he watched the Phillies, but I'm similar to Kyle in the fact that I could sit down and watch a random A's Rangers game. I could. I like baseball enough that I can just watch a random game.
With football, I could watch Browns Bengals when they were bad Thursday night football. I would watch it, but that was mostly because of fantasy. But anyways, continue.
And like in that regard, because I'm watching the random game, I kind of do care about like what, like the commentary and like how I'm viewing it. And I'll always, as a viewer, you always compare something to your favorite thing. It's just how it is. If you prefer the way Nesson does the Red Sox games, and then you're watching how NBC Sports in San Francisco does the Giants games, like, well, I don't like how they do that, because your subconscious is thinking
through
of
their prism.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, I don't know if Kyle, how you feel like watching those random games. Like, do you feel like, oh, well, this is
so like
this
baseball
is worse?
Is my go-to sport. Mm-hmm. And yes, I buy the MLB package every year for the Phillies, right?
But it's resulting where you
These
live.
4 or 5, like 4 or 5 times this week, I put on the Rockies and the Padres or the Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the other guys play. I want to see Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, and
and during the Baltimore's hot stretch, I've watched 8 Baltimore games.
Yeah, and the thing for Kyle is just because he lives in Connecticut and is a Phillies fan. Not only does he doesn't get the local Phillies broadcast, but even if let's say he lived in Philadelphia, I think he would have the package anyway for everything you just said. Like, because you like the game enough and you care. So I mean,
no, you do have to understand though that there are not a lot of people like that,
right,
will watch, and that's unfortunately.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
I can give 2 fucks about those people.
I know, but that's the problem, though, is that unfortunately, I believe you are in the minority, and that's why it has to change. So when something gets jostled from your routine, you're like, "What's going on?" It's because the majority is going to rule on that, because it comes down to everything. It's money, and because not a lot of people are like you, they have to move around things. They have to go to subscription streaming services. They have to do this, more commercials, blah blah blah. Advertisements on the uniform and that kind of shit. Which is what, and it's the same discussion I have with my friend, Scott. I want it, right,
Yep.
Kyle? Yeah, like all the time. Like
Yep.
we get in these debates, and I'm like, dude, I love baseball just as much as you do, but it's the same thing. Mike Trout could walk down the street, nobody would fucking know who he is, and it's like that's always going to be the problem that baseball has, is that it's oversaturated, it's on all the time. It is a boring game, even to people who love it. I mean, yes, it's exciting, walk-offs and home runs and that all the stuff's exciting, but I'm like, that's what again, same thing to my dad. He doesn't watch any other game but the Yankees, which is fine, and that's fair. But as the market grows and content grows and streaming grows, it's gonna come down to that.
yeah.
So,
Truth be told, I haven't watched it, but I really enjoyed the concept of the early game on Sunday that they've done
For what?
For baseball.
I don't
11
know.
o'clock.
Yeah, they do it 11 o'clock.
Just like any random game.
Any random game on the schedule.
I think I remember the Yankees being on at like 11:40.
Yeah.
Of course, my dad was upset about that because he wants to be mad.
No, I mean, I think that's a really cool idea. I mean, and of course, because the whole world revolves on East Coast time, like it really only matters to us because it's like, if you live out in Los Angeles, that means you're getting up at whatever time to watch that game. But it's convenient for us where we live. But it's whatever you're used to,
I have breaking baseball news.
Oh, God. No, what is it?
Mr. Albert Pujols will be participating in the Home Run Derby.
Oh.
Kyle?
He's going to hit 4.
100. And you need, what did I get? 6. 100.
That's one thing that it's kind of been a constant that I've always enjoyed. Home Run Derby, always fun.
I used to be big on it. Oh my God, what the fuck's his name? Josh Hamilton that year, baby. That was the peak of it. Pop quiz: who won it that year?
Robinson Cano.
Nope.
I don't know.
It's one of those nobody remembers who actually won.
I have no idea.
He played for, I think at the time he was on the Twins.
Joe Mauer?
No.
Justin Morneau.
Oh my God, really?
Justin Morneau won it that year, and which is stupid because Josh Hamilton got tired. That's why they have the time limit now too, because he got so tired entertaining all of us, but then he got so tired in the last round that Morneau was like, "I'm just gonna sneak right in here."
Remember when Bobby Abreu hit 53 of them?
Bobby Abreu was a goat, dude.
He also has a wine that he makes.
The Flying
it's pretty
Hawaiian.
terrible.
It is a bad wine.
Shane Victorino needs to make a wine called the Flying Hawaiian.
I would buy that.
Would you? Just one bottle.
Listen. If it was a case, I'd buy it.
I just love saying that nickname. It's a great nickname. So what's up? What do you want to talk about now?
Well, I want to stick.
What do you have planned?
We could do that quick 5-minute game I mentioned that won't be that great. It's not really a game. It's just a conversation piece.
Well, I mean, we could do that. I mean, we could do that and jump back to more baseball, or do you want to?
Let's just bang it out real quick.
Let's do it. I'm in.
It's literally just going to be. It takes a little bit of thinking. I would get the ball rolling with one. So I was thinking of 3. I can really only think of 2 actually that I definitely want to say. But it's I was at blank, a live event where you saw something pretty maybe historic happen.
Okay.
Actually, no, I do think of one. All right, I think of a third one. So I'll start off. I was at the David Ortiz Grand Slam game where Torrey Hunter flipped over the wall and the cop put his arms up. You know that home run?
Okay, yeah.
The Grand Slam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
He hit. So I was at that game. Loudest a ballpark has ever been. I turned to my buddy when they took out, I think Scherzer was pitching. He had a no-hitter going into the 6th. Gave up 1 run. They took him out. and Ortiz was coming to play, and I go, if he hits a fucking grand slam, I said, we're leaving, because we're Yankee fans, but it was ALCS, the tickets were like $60, and he's like, yeah, fuck that, so he's like, we're leaving if he hits a grand slam, and he fucking hit it. It was so fucking loud. It was unreal, and I was right in right field. I saw Torrey Hunter flip over. It was amazing, so that's my first nominee for what I was at.
Okay, I like that.
You guys need more time to think?
So I'll jump in and let's Kyle, you got one right now.
Go ahead.
So I mean, this was not like wow, you had to be there. But as far as like Steelers fans, it was pretty cool. We went, we would go basically every year, and we went to a Sunday night game, kind of just by chance, versus the Ravens, and we were there for the me and Joe Green jersey retirement.
Oh, that's cool.
Just by totally by chance, had no idea.
Why are these tickets more expensive?
No, I mean, cool. The Steelers blew out the Ravens.
Naturally.
It was awesome. It was was it during that period where Ben threw 5 touchdowns every week?
Yep.
I mean, it was just
I
so cool.
What year that was?
Oh man, maybe
2015.
It might be later than that. It might have been 17.
Ben was throwing 5 touchdowns a game back then.
It was so there was a period of time that for 4 straight weeks he had a 5 touchdown game every week. Throwing for 500 yards a clip.
2014.
It was 2014.
November 2nd, 2014.
Oh my god.
It was a Sunday night game.
How could it be that long ago?
Dude, we were still in college.
Yeah. That was a pretty cool moment, just because it was unexpected. It's tough because Kyle and I have been to a lot of similar sporting events, especially recently.
That's true. Do you have anything to add, Kyle? Or
The only thing I could think of is I was at what was it? Who they retired that day?
Well, I got it. I mean,
Jack Lambert. I can go again if you want to think.
Yeah. Wait, why don't you go? And then I got one, Kyle. If you need more time too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was at. He obviously came back, which took away the luster. But I was at Edge's first retirement when he had to vacate the belt.
Oh, really?
It was in Bridgeport, and that was really cool because he was my favorite. It might have been in Hartford actually. I can't remember, but it was 2011, I think. And that was the last year I really liked wrestling, and he was my favorite wrestler, and it was literally out of nowhere. It was sick, and I cried a little bit because like I said, he was my childhood favorite wrestler and shit. So that was cool. So we gave him a 10-minute standing ovation, but then he literally didn't come back until 2 years ago, right?
Which was cool. I mean, it does to your point. It kind of loses a little bit of luster, but it's awesome they did.
It's not like he came back the next week or something, but it was because it felt legit. Obviously, it was, but. That was cool. So that was unexpected, but that was a fun moment for me. What about you, Kendall?
So, of course we weren't there, but we were. So we went to a Phillies game, whatever year it was.
Yeah.
And so we were getting ready for the game to start, and we were at the game when Jeter had his 3,000th hit. So we got to see that moment happen
in another stadium.
In another stadium, which was cool because it was.
Baseball was watching.
Right, people weren't paying it super attention, what people are filing in and whatnot. And the moment happened, so it happened, and then
they were playing the game on the jumbotron. Yeah, that's cool.
Just kind of one of those by chance things again.
I missed 2 Jeter monuments by being stupid and by one day. I was supposed to go to that game the next day.
Oh.
So he hit it on Saturday. We were going to the game on Sunday. And he went 5 for 5 that day. We're literally just go 3 for 5 and maybe get 2 hits the next day. He went 5 for 5. Obviously, so we went the next day. It was the stadium was empty because the Yankees sucked at the time. So it was half empty. Just not the only reason, but they were drawing a lot of fans. So they wanted to see. So when the next day, we were there and not a lot of people. But then I was at school in Queens when he was had his last home game. And me and my buddy were should we just go to it? It was $200, and now I would pay for it. But as a broke college kid, you're that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. So
we ended up going to a bar in the Bronx and watching it, and it was really cool to see his the walk off hit. But we were pissed. We're should have gone to that fucking game. But I was bummed. But
what school did you go? I don't.
St. John's.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel I just forgot.
Yes. Kind of you don't remember anything about it.
No, my brain is mush.
The rat of a red storm.
Yeah.
Kyle, you got anything you want us to move on?
Yeah, so I was at the game where Cliff Lee hit a home run.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
It
was a 15 pitch at bat too.
He's fighting it up. Did Cliff Lee ever win a Cy Young?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, he won with the Indians.
I was saying it wasn't with Philadelphia.
Guardians. What about
with the Indians when he was there.
What
I was
about
also at the game where Vince Velasquez threw out that guy lefty.
what?
I think I know
Kendall
that.
remembers. You were there.
Oh, I know what you mean. I thought you were talking like like an entire at bat was like.
No, because the guy hit a ground ball, hit off his fucking arm.
Yeah.
It
I have a
hurt
story.
him, and then he had to throw it lefty.
I have a story about leaving a historic game before it ended, and I was pissed.
Oh yeah.
8th grade, 2008, last year at Yankee Stadium, of the old Yankee Stadium. Me and my buddy and his dad, we took us to the game, and Johnny Damon was 5 for 5 that day. So it was 2008, and it was a tie game going into the 10th. Mariano comes out, gives up a home run in the top of the 10th. My buddy's dad goes, "Well, this is a strange game. We're gonna lose because Mariano never gave up home runs, like really ever." And so we left. Go outside. We're walking outside Yankee Stadium, and we hear on the radio, Johnny Damon hits a walk-off like double, went 6 for 6, walk-off double. Plays, you could hear it outside, something out of like a sitcom where like you're pissed. My dad's calling me on my cell phone, and he's like, "Dude, that was great," blah blah blah. And I'm like, and we were just awkwardly just walking down the sidewalk. It was so uncomfortable. His dad felt like so bad, and to this day, every time I see my buddy, I'm like, "Yeah, how's your fucking dad doing?" But we left, and I was like, "Yep." And sometimes I'll see it on Yankee Classics. I'm like, "Can't watch it." Well, funny story with my dad too. He was at the David Wells perfect game, and I was too young. I was like, we were like 4 or 5 at the time, and my brothers were 8, 9, 10 years old, around that range, and he had to keep tending to them, going to the bathrooms. They're little fucking kids, and he was the Yankees were up like 5-0 or whatever, so he was wondering why everyone was going like really high energy in like the 8th inning. And then he didn't realize that it was the perfect game. So when the last out happened, because no one talks about it, you don't want to jinx it.
Right.
So he was just like, of course, my mom kind of didn't really know either, because she didn't know baseball that much. But like, because my dad was up and down, getting food, bathroom, all that shit. The game ended. He was like, "Why is everybody going crazy?" Like, legitimately, he was like, and so to this day, we cannot talk about it because it makes him feel embarrassed. I'm like, "Dad, who gives a shit?" Right. I'm like, "You were there. Just say you were there." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "I wasn't really into it." I'm like, "Yeah, it sucks, I guess. But like, next time, pay attention and tell my brothers to fuck off."
I was so bummed. I was supposed to go to like the final series at Shea, and I ended up getting like food poisoning, and I missed the Saturday.
Did you eat at Burger King?
And then like on the Sunday, I wasn't like totally up to the going, and it sucked.
What were those tickets? When did that close? Like 2010, maybe.
Man,
was it before Yankee Stadium?
It was. I'd have to look it up. I think they were like within a year or two of one another.
Kyle, do you know?
That was like 2009, 2010.
When did Shea Stadium close? 2008. They closed the same year. Wow.
Yeah.
Fresh start for the city.
Yeah, that will forever be like a sports like I'm really disappointed about.
Well, that's how I am about the Jeter thing. Every time I see the Jeter Walker fight, I'm like, fuck. I was like 15 minutes down the road, and I was watching it, not there. But, yeah. Well,
I'm trying to think.
I was at the game that Mason Rudolph won a football game.
Was that when Miles Garrett fucking clubbed them?
No, we lost that game.
Yeah, that was like a Thursday night.
That was a Thursday night. I remember watching that game. Fucking Miles Garrett and Joe Buck. Oh my god,
that's despicable.
We played the Rams.
The Ramsteins. Mason Rudolph won a game, huh?
Yeah.
Put him up on the rafters.
Yeah, they're gonna have Tiger's number next. An asterisk in front of it.
Asterisk.
Yeah, he wasn't that good.
The Houston Asterisks.
Asterisk. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was just something I thought of.
No, that's actually it's a shame. Like that, everyone else that'd be like a great participant.
Well, maybe next time we'd have them play.
I mean, there's definitely more moments that are probably.
It could even be like a music thing. Like I've been to WrestleManias. No, actually, I've been to one. I was supposed to go to 2. So I went to the one in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Did you guys go to that one?
No. So I've been to one pay-per-view. I did Money in the Bank.
I've been to a couple pay-per-views, yeah.
I guess it was Hartford. Yeah. That's a fun time. I sort of regret not going to WrestleMania when they were last in New York or
yeah, that's
Jersey.
when I went to. 2019 it was, yeah. It was fun.
And, I found out after the fact, the station had tickets. I had no idea. I just... There was an email that used to go out every Friday. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't notice it or.
I still haven't reset my connoisseur one because it got like the password doesn't work. So at the toy drive, the day when we got back to the toy drive, Tristan was like, "Yeah, I'll reset it for you." Emailed the IT guy, whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, just go through these steps."
Never did it.
Still haven't done it. Oh my god, it's hot down here.
Well, you're not missing out on anything.
Holy nut fucks. What was I gonna say? But even like like concerts or something. I'm just trying to think. Like I'm in mostly sporting events, but I'm trying to think. Which I didn't want.
I don't even like if you don't like wrestling, like if you didn't grow up, it's one of those things. Like there's very few people that kind of get into it when they're older. Like Rebecca is the only person that I think I've ever met that like had that happen to her.
Did she get into it because of you, or?
So it was so funny in college. Paul and Massey and I, and I don't know if you never met Logan, but we kind of randomly got back into it in school, just for whatever reason. It just did. And
something to do on a Monday night or whatever.
Yeah, and she's like, "How could you watch this? This is so stupid."
With my eyeballs, Rebecca.
Yeah, and then after a few weeks, she started getting into it a little bit.
She's like, why is that guy being mean to that guy?
Exactly, and then became intriguing enough, and now it's all I hear about all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just like
you still watch it.
She watches it pretty religiously. I'll watch the pay-per-views with her.
Yeah.
Except during football season, I don't care. But like during this time of year, I'll watch. Well, actually, all the pay-per-views are like on Saturdays now.
Yeah, it's stupid.
They shifted it.
I used to be like that. I had to rush home. Mom, get me home. Monday Night Raw's on. Like I was from about 2006 to about 2010. I was pretty.
I even take it back. Kyle. Remember, we were watching it. We during the summertime. We'd go to Mock's house, and that was like a thing. We'd go to Taco Bell.
No, I used to be very big into wrestling.
Well, you all the time, but I mean like as a group.
That sounds like a boys' night. Friday Night SmackDown.
For a while, I was like
Taco Bell, root beers, fucking Cheetos.
Bring out the Barks.
Oh Barks. Oof.
What? Barks is good.
Barks is the worst root beer there is.
I don't know about that.
What?
Mug root beer is fucking terrible.
Mug is better than Barks. IBC is the best. Have you had the Brewport root beer?
Yeah,
shit's slamming.
That's
dude.
pretty good.
A&W is better. Barks is like
I love Barks.
Barks is the Powerade of root beer. And they're made by the same company. Barks did take a fucking walk off a short piece.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Barks is sick.
Barks is Charles Barkley. Never won a ring. Will never win a ring.
All right. So I think Kyle, we need your opinion here. I think
Stop making noise. What are you moving the fucking furniture?
I had to pee outside.
Stop heavy breathing into the fucking microphone.
Peed out the slider. All right. So I think IBC is pretty good.
IBC is top.
That's a good root beer.
That's the Jordan.
I mean, I don't love Mug that much.
Mug is better than Barks. That is a fact.
You're the only person that says that.
I highly doubt that.
I like A&W.
A&W is
I'll
better
stand
than
by
Barks.
A&W. Those little hard candies can die. Those are terrible.
Those are better than Barks.
No way!
I drop them in seltzer water before I have Barks.
Seltzer water. I mean, Barks is good.
What else? Stewart's. Stewart's isn't bad. Better than Barks.
I mean,
you know what?
I am hurt.
To be fair, I haven't had a Barks in about 7 years, so get me a nice cold one with a slice of pizza. We'll call it a day.
I'm trying to think if there's other companies we're missing. There's got to be.
Of the name brand? I mean, there's like
I'm not talking like the Dr. Thunder equivalent. Like
need a Dr. Thunder. Root beer name brands. This is riveting audio. A&W Barks, IBC Stewart's, Mug, Barks.
Maybe that's it then.
Yeah, of the main ones, that's pretty much it. Not your father's root beer. Yeah, of like the national brands, I think that's about it. But I don't know. I've never been a big Barks guy. I prefer Mug.
Are you guys
well, because you're a fucking asshole.
You know what? I am, Kyle.
You guys like birch beer?
Love birch beer. A little Fox and Park birch beer. Actually, Fox and Park root beer.
Yeah,
is
I forgot
better
about
than
Fox and Park.
I mean, anything's better than Barks.
I disagree. I disagree very much. I don't. Do other people have Fox and Park? Is that pretty local to where we live?
I think it's just genetic. I mean, I'm sure they distribute to maybe like Massive Huge Tits or something, but Boston Massive
Fox
Huge
and Park.
Tits.
That's
I do like a good birch beer. That's one of those things I want it to be like, yeah, it's overrated, but I can't. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of times I'll see Fox and Park and I'll just get the stupid one. Like I'll get the cherry soda, and
That's not bad.
It's good, but like
Never
I kind
been
of regret
a sarsaparilla guy, whatever the fuck it's called.
Ever had Moxie?
I had. My grandpa liked Moxie. Can't
that is a crazy soda. I can't believe they still make
that. It's not even soda. It's just a liquid. Unidentified liquid.
It's a molasses soda. It's like
it's basically beer without the alcohol, but it tastes worse than beer.
You know what's a bad soda? The one that your father drinks, Kendall. Vernon.
Oh, the Vernors. So listen.
Oh, is that?
So Vernors, it's not ginger ale. It's
Is
like
it Canadian? I've seen it in this dude's TikTok before.
So it's distributed from Michigan.
But because he lives in Michigan, so it looks like a ginger. It's like green, right?
Yeah. But it's technically not ginger ale. It's like a ginger soda. It's weird. It's different. I can't
weird,
explain
man.
it. But it's the only soda that I've ever drank that's like spicy. Like
not even Moxie. Moxie's like that.
Oh, Moxie's weird. Moxie like melts like turpentine.
Yeah,
off
that could melt batteries if you wanted.
Yeah, I don't really care for it. My parents really like it though. I don't know why.
Damn Reeds.
Yeah, Reeds love their Vernors.
And they birthed you. Oh, it's fucking hot down here, dude.
It's toasty.
I got a shower again, I think, after being down here. Hey Jay, what's up? Do we just do the 2 hours straight or?
Yeah, no, we just kind of flying through. You want to talk some baseball? Kyle, that was kind of directed at you.
We could.
All right, well,
but Mike's a dick, so.
I'm not a fucking dick. I don't know much about like baseball, other than like the surface stuff. Because I admit it, like that's my third most followed sport.
We're here to talk surface. That's what we're about.
But when you get down to the weeds of like the relief pitcher for the Orioles, I'm like, nope. Yeah, listen, if it's not Ubaldo Jimenez, I don't know the Orioles pitchers.
Listen, we're not Kyle. We can't.
Well, the Baltimore Orioles are the best bullpen in baseball, so get to know them.
Does Matt Wieters still play for them?
Matt Wieters is out of the league.
Can we just do this game where I name like guys from like 8 years ago, and I'm surprised that they don't play anymore?
Like, what do you mean?
I did that with my buddies at a bar. I was kind of drunk. I'm like, I forgot. I was like, does Roy Halladay still play? And they're like, he's dead. I'm like, no, come on.
Actually, that'd be a pretty funny segment if we started doing. We bring out. It's called like Mike's actually not in a coma.
Yeah, I come out like 8 years later. I'm like, how did fucking I don't even know. Cliff Lee pitched today. I'm gonna think of some funny names. Does UDSG Betancourt still play?
That is good.
No, come on. He's not. What about Asdrubal Cabrera? Asdrubal Cabrera might still play.
He was as of last year.
He's hurt.
Yeah, I think.
What about Edgar Renteria? He's got to still be. Does he really? No.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just do this game with Kyle? I actually just give me 2 minutes of this game.
Yeah, listen.
Does Michael Bourne still play?
Only if I get 2 minutes of the college game.
Fine. Does Michael Bourne still play?
No.
What about Michael Young?
Michael Young.
Remember he had that good ass All-Star game? He went like 5 for 5 or some whatever, had like 2 home runs or whatever. Michael Young. What about Michael Kadire? I'm just gonna name all the Michaels.
Oh, Michael Kadire. What a great name.
What about Grady Sizemore?
Yes.
An Indian if there ever was one. Him and Kenny Lofton. Does I gotta think of some names.
What about Grady Sizemore's brother?
What was his name? Brady. What about David DeJesus? That's a name. David DeJesus.
He was basically our utility guy on every baseball team game we've ever had.
Him or like Tony Womack.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony Womack. Does Hideo Nomo still play?
Yes.
Good. He's trotting around the minors.
We're big Willie Bloomquist people here.
What about William Opeña?
Ooh.
What about Poti Reese?
He was bad.
Does Poti still
Pokey
play?
Reese.
What about Mark Bellhorn? You kind of look like Mark Bellhorn. Brandon Belt can't still be on the Giants, can he be?
He is.
Listen, he's just going to transition to be the manager.
The baby giraffe? What is this, Hunter
He's
Pence
still there.
play? What, Angel Pagan?
No, they're both retired.
They're both retired? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I thought you said something else. Oh, man. I could play this name
Love
forever.
me some Angel Pagan. I was bummed when he left the Mets.
Yeah. What about Eric Soup Campbell? Does he still play? The Soup?
I don't
talk about. He was so bad.
He probably plays for the Long Island Ducks. Actually, that's a fun thing to do. You go into one of those league
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Is that last thing's Millage over there?
When I was doing the New Britain Bees games,
terrible. Well, you did it for the radio station?
Yeah.
Oh, no thanks.
It was brutal, and so the way they did it too made zero sense. I had to stream it from YouTube, and then I was texting with the guy who's calling the game, and I had to be 5 seconds ahead of what he's doing to let him know about commercials. Made zero sense. I have no idea why they did it that way. But
it's trying to start me.
Oh yeah. But the game was about to wrap up, and I remember this forever. I was going to get out early. It was like a fast game.
Yeah.
Like 9 innings. I was going to be up like before 9 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
The announcer says like, "Oh, this closer is yet to blow a save this season." Sure enough, blows the save. Game goes like another 6 innings.
Come on, man.
Ah.
Does Milton Bradley still play?
No. I think he's in
Dude,
jail.
that guy's in jail.
Yeah, that guy got in some trouble.
What about Hank Blaylock?
Oh,
That's a name.
That's an awesome name.
He's hanging out with the Nationals.
Scott Posednik?
Yep.
Todd Zeal. All right.
Todd Zeal. I mean,
What's the college game you want to play? Oh, you know what I'm good at? That I discovered?
what's
is knowing when movies came out. Like you just like most like mainstream movies and sequels, not so much. So if you like Star Wars, I know like the first 2, but after that,
So like you're talking like almost all time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but I do know.
So like if I just said like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
1981.
Wow. Right off the cuff. I mean, I didn't even want to check to confirm. Like, I mean, the confidence is enough to.
I got Cheez-Its. I'm good.
Give me one more.
Let's go with Uncle Buck.
1989.
Wow.
That's not true.
You could verify it, but
I mean, I don't even need to. I mean, I'm just impressed. Like in my head, like I know
Hold on.
Uncle Buck for sure is a definitely late '80s movie. Just from watching it, I just know. But I am.
Holy shit! 1989.
Kyle can be our arbiter on that.
We'll do a couple of these just because I'm intrigued now. Let's go with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Ooh, that's a good one. That one I actually don't know.
I think that's
the 80s.
I don't know. I mean, so what's his face there? He stopped
Rick
doing
Moranis,
Rick Moranis.
after like the 90s. I think it might be the like 88 or something like that.
No, that's the original Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
I
right?
think
That's,
so,
that's
yeah.
the first one.
That's actually a good
What
one.
you got there, bud?
What is it? He's not-
89.
Was it 89?
Wow, same year.
And I said 88.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
listen, that's pretty good. Let's go with Toy Story.
1995.
Let's go. Let's see if we can find some kind of older, not super obscure. What about like? The Pink Panther?
The original one?
The original Pink Panther.
60s probably.
Yeah, it's a 60s, but I don't know.
See, I know when the Steve Martin one came out, but
Yeah.
that one
With
probably
Beyonce.
maybe 66 maybe. Now I gotta look it up.
If I were a betting man, I'd say 1964. That'd be my guess.
1962.
Damn.
Ooh, damn it.
Damn. And I said I was a betting
I have
man.
1963 here.
I'll guess it.
That's 1963.
Chomping down on some cheese
All right,
balls.
give me like 3 more, then we'll go.
I'll kind of keep it more.
No, I know. It's just I don't admit to know all of
Everything.
them,
No, I got
obviously,
you.
but
I got
I
you.
can get a decent amount.
Um,
Kyle, you got any suggestions?
The Longest Yard, the original.
1974, I think. I want to say
Big Bad Bert.
with Burt Reynolds. Must be Burt Reynolds or something.
1974.
Well,
You got a problem there, bud.
do.
that's a good bar trick. I mean, it really would only work on me, but
You'd be like, well, no, I mean, I do. Like when I went to the pool last week and I was walking down to the pool and my cousin was like, super bad. I was like, 2007. They named like 3 movies. I got them right away. They were like so annoyed with me. Like, how do you know that?
A Bug's Life.
1998, I think. Kyle?
On it.
On it. It's 9:02. Give me till 9:05.
1998.
When Harry Met Sally.
1989, I want to say.
No, really loving these 89 movies.
It's either 88 or 89. Fuck. I'm going to say
What the
89.
fuck is that movie?
When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met...
You've never heard of When Harry Met Sally?
That's a
Billy
very famous,
Crystal
yeah.
and Meg. Is it Meg Ryan?
Yeah, that is like the Billy
the-
Crystal movie.
It's the scene where she fakes the orgasm in the deli. You've ever seen that scene?
I remember it now. But it was 1989.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was
Fuck
pretty
all
good. All right, let's go with
Sandlot 2.
I only know the original Sandlot
What's it called? The Rock.
with Sean Connery.
Yeah. That Alcatraz plays.
Is it like 96?
It's
That
Sean,
is correct.
Is it really?
it's Sean Connery and Nick Cage, right?
Yeah. Was that really right with
No.
96?
The Rock, you said?
Yeah.
I was doing Billy Madison.
Well, I know you were doing Bill Madison, which came out in 1995, but now I gotta know The Rock.
Oh, we came up with the wrestler.
1996. Let's go.
Black Sheep.
I don't even. Oh, the Chris Farley movie.
Yeah, it's Black Sheep, right?
I think so. Maybe early to mid 90s.
That's the movie that's unfortunately kind of overshadowed by
Yeah.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy
It's just-
and Beverly Hills Ninja. Wasn't that what movie he did
Yeah,
too?
actually, I don't even know if I've seen that. Like, I'm kind
Yeah.
of familiar, but
Black Sheep, I want to say like maybe 94, 95.
which is a shame too, because I mean, it's kind of like an equally funny movie. It just
I think I've only
doesn't.
seen it like once.
It just doesn't have the same like lasting power. I don't know why.
96. All right, close enough. All right, give me like two more good ones.
Night of the Roxbury. Really loving these SNL movies.
Would that have been the early 2000s or late 90s?
I don't know. It was like
I'm gonna
before,
go like 2001.
It was definitely before the Will Ferrell like blow up.
I'm gonna go 2001.
1998.
All right, fair enough.
All right, we gotta play the college game now. Now I'm intrigued.
All right.
All right, now what sport? All sports. You like basketball, right?
I love college basketball.
Basketball, football, no baseball.
No, I don't know college baseball.
Yeah, it's
I openly
impossible.
admit I don't know college
Right.
baseball.
Tulane Tech High School.
Yeah, like I know like sure who went to Vanderbilt? Scherzer?
A lot of guys.
I don't know.
Yeah, Verlander maybe. I don't know.
David Price, Dansby
That's what
Swanson.
I'm thinking of. David Price went to Vanderbilt. Fucking Dansby Swanson. All right, go ahead. College game, go.
All right.
You guys gotta say the names.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing it to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
What do you want? Either one?
Basketball, football, I don't care.
All right. I got one. Michael Crabtree.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Thing is, I don't want to confirm it. That's my problem.
Yeah, see, I'll confirm it. See, I could do this all day. Not like I'm saying like just talk it. It's fun. Kareem Hunt.
I think it's like Tulane or Toledo, one of the two.
I'll give it to you. It's Toledo.
What about?
Tony Pollard.
I have no idea.
I think he went to Memphis.
Did he?
I think so. Yeah, now I gotta look it up myself.
I'm better with basketball than I am football.
All right, fair enough.
All right. Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Kentucky.
Yeah, I knew that. Memphis. Yep.
He's also out of the league.
Is he really? That's too bad. DJ Augustine.
Oh, awesome. name.
Texas.
Yeah. Alex Caruso.
Texas A&M.
I'm gonna bring up a roster.
Yeah, I'm fine with just doing those.
Gonna
Also, Kyle, if you want to quiz us too at any point too, if you want to throw out a name.
I'm gonna go right down the line of the 2013 Heat.
Are you on break?
Oh, no break, Bianca.
Something funny to show you.
All right, give me like.
Hey, Kyle, if you want to jump off for a second, mute your mic, and then we'll bring you back.
All right, give me like 5
That means
minutes.
we can't talk shit about
Give me
it.
like 2 minutes.
Damn it.
All right,
You're doing something else.
just be sure you mute your mic. All right. Anyhow, listen. I've been very impressed by the movies.
You want to do them again?
Yeah. All right.
Quick?
So hold on me.
Yeah, bring up movies that I won't see the screen.
All right. Yeah.
You want to bring up like a list of like year movies
Yeah.
or
I'm
something?
gonna go. All right.
I won't look. Or you're not sharing your screen?
No.
So you're good. All right. Dude, I am sweating like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I
dude.
mean, I could turn on that fan if you want.
Yeah, let me do that real quick.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna have to shower again. I'm sweating.
Hey, on your return trip, can you bring back some more Bud Limes, please? Listen, I'm the ultimate opportunist. Edge, call back right there.
The Radar, Superstar.
Unfortunately, he got hurt again.
Did he really?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It could be a work. I don't
Oh,
really know.
All right, I'm back.
That was the
But leave that
quickest
list
video.
up open.
All right.
Hold on.
All right, so Kyle, I'm gonna go right down the line here. Yeah, they're going down like water. All right, so I got here the 2013 Miami Heat.
2013?
Yeah, 2012,
All right.
2013.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Connecticut.
You can at UConn. That's a slogan I made for them. They never picked it up. Chris Anderson.
Birdman. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'll be really surprised if you get this.
I'm gonna ask for 2 hints throughout the whole roster.
So
okay?
we're gonna move on. There's no shot you're gonna get this. It's too obscure.
Is it a high school?
No, it's a school.
All right, go ahead, tell me.
It's Blinn College.
Yeah, I never would have got it.
Joel Anthony.
Kansas?
Nope.
Where did Joel Anthony go to school?
Joel Anthony? I don't know. He sucked, so who cares?
All right, he went to UNLV.
Never would have got that either.
Shane Bettier.
Duke.
Yep. Chris Bosh.
Georgia Tech.
Bingo.
Hey, asshole.
Can I jump in too if I know he's not? I'm not looking
Yeah,
at this.
that's fine. That's
All
fine. I know who Georgia is. I know he went to Georgia
Alright.
Tech.
Roman Campbell. I mean, no. Sorry, I screwed up my own joke. Mario Chalmers.
Kansas.
Kansas.
Ooh.
Born in Alaska.
Yeah.
Norris Cole.
Oh, I used to know this.
He went to a very small school.
Fuck, I used to know this. Give us a hint.
Very small
Can
school.
you give us another player that went there that you would think of?
Definitely not.
Okay.
The hint I'll give you is
Like Western Kentucky or something like that?
Nope, it's in Ohio.
Western
Ohio. Of Los Angeles?
I assume it's Ohio. It's Cleveland State University.
I think I used to know that just for weird reason. All right, go ahead.
Josh Harrelson.
Who?
Josh Harrelson.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is either.
Probably nobody good. He was a center. Terrell Harris.
I don't know who that is.
All right, moving on. You guys will know this one though. Udonis Haslam.
Where? Florida?
Florida.
Yep.
Florida.
Juwan Howard.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan.
Yep. We're gonna skip over LeBron James.
High school.
St. Mary's, whatever.
Dexter Pittman.
Where did Dexter Pittman go to school? I don't know.
Michigan State.
Nope.
I have no idea.
Texas.
They're not doing good in this one.
Yeah, find another
This
team.
team was really not that fucking good
They won a chip.
That they did.
because of 3 guys.
Really two.
How far should I go back?
Go like 2015.
No, you can do like early 2000s. I just don't know that roster for some reason.
All right, we'll go. Let's go 2015. We're gonna go.
You can do 2007, 2008, 2003. I don't give a shit.
I do.
All right, we're gonna do the 2015 Bucks.
Oh God.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
Michael Carter Williams,
Syracuse.
Jared Dudley,
Ooh.
Boston College.
He did go to
Yeah.
BC. That's right.
Tyler Ennis.
Syracuse, right?
Yep.
No.
Yep, Syracuse.
Damn it, I knew that. Like I said at the same time.
God, I don't even know who this guy is. Jorge Gutierrez.
Did he go to a college or was he from overseas?
No, he went to a college. He is from Mexico, though. Legit.
College overseas. I don't know.
Let's go with New Mexico.
Nah, he went to California.
Uh,
But I didn't know him. John Henson. You guys know him?
I know who John Henson is. I just don't know where
He went to North Carolina.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Chris Johnson.
Like CJ2K.
Small forward.
What a generic name.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, it says he was a running back for the Titans. Brandon Knight.
Kentucky.
Bingo. Kendall Marshall.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yep. Kenyon Martin.
Oh, you.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, that's
Yep.
right.
OJ Mayo.
USC.
Yep.
The Juice.
Yep.
Chris Middleton.
Oh, this is one I should.
Texas A&M.
He did it at A&M. Fuck.
Oh, pretty funny name. Oh, he didn't go to school. I was gonna say Zaza Pachulia, but
Love Zaza Pachulia.
yeah, no good.
Serbia.
Jabari Parker.
Duke.
Yeah.
Duke.
Miles Plumlee.
Duke.
Yeah,
Duke.
double Duke. Larry Sanders. Classic.
Love Flares. Where did he go? He
God
seemed like a
damn it.
UNLV kind of guy, but he wasn't.
I mean, you're on the right track with like the style of school, which is kind of an unhelpful thing I said. Just for disregard.
I don't know. Where'd he go?
VCU.
Oh, yeah. Who was that again?
I always forget about them, and they're always good.
Larry Sanders.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's do one more.
All right, let's go 2000.
Let's see, I'm trying to think.
We're going to go 2008 Kings.
God almighty.
All right, but let's together. You know what? Let's play a little game with this.
We haven't played a game.
No. Let's put something on the line here. Me and Michael work as a team.
Okay.
We'll do 3 more rounds. We have to get at least 20 right. If we don't,
20?
yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
3 rounds.
Yeah, but he's only naming like 10 guys, so what do we gotta get? I mean, I guess,
Yeah,
but...
I mean we have 10 wrong, baby.
Alright.
And if we don't get it wrong, I'll buy Kindle dinner.
Okay. You're getting an original chicken sandwich. Do you guys still have that King burger?
We have all the kings, dude.
Like with the stacker sauce?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead, guys.
God, this is going to be rough.
This is gonna be rough. Is it like... Is Peja Stojakovic still on that team?
No.
What about Doug Christie? Alright, just go
Uh,
ahead. Just go ahead.
All right, Calvin Booth.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I don't even know who that is.
Purdue.
Nope. Penn State.
Yep.
Bobby Brown.
UConn?
No, I mean,
Arkansas State.
no. Cal State Fullerton.
God damn
You
it.
picked a bad team.
Yeah, this is tough.
It's all right.
Was Chris Webber on those teams? What
No.
about Vlade Divac? I'm just naming the early 2000s Kings. Is there one player we know on this team?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm going to name some of the guys that I know. Spencer Hawes.
Washington.
Yep. Bobby Jackson.
Didn't you just say him?
No, I said
No, Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Jesus Christ.
I have no idea.
Bobby Jackson. I've seen it before, too. Did he go to Arkansas State?
Nope, Minnesota.
The Golden Gophers.
Makes sense.
Brad Miller.
Ugh, I have no idea.
Purdue. All right, how about this boy? John Salmons, my boy.
John Saunders? Like from ESPN?
No, John Salmons.
Oh.
Providence.
No,
Wichita State.
Miami, Florida.
Man, well, 1, the Phillies lost. 2, we're not doing so hot.
Sheldon Williams.
He went to fucking Duke.
Yes. Kenny Thomas.
I don't know most of these people.
Who did you just say?
Kenny Thomas.
Do like 2012, like, I don't know,
2012 to present.
Sixers or something.
All
Or
right, I'm going to do 2012
Indiana
Nuggets.
Nuggets, all right. Who's on those teams? Melo had just left. Was that Danilo Gallinari, Wilson Chandler,
Yeah, this is
Timofey
this is
Mazdrov?
for sure the New York Nuggets. All right. Aaron Afalo.
Oh,
UCLA.
Yep.
Aaron Aflalo.
Hilarious. Chris Anderson.
I don't. Oh,
Bing.
Blinn State or whatever.
Blinn College, yeah. Corey Brewer.
Florida.
Florida.
Damari Carroll.
Ooh.
Two schools. I'll give you credit for one.
Where did Damari Carroll? Did you go to Baylor?
See, he seems like a Baylor guy because of all the
I'm
dreads.
thinking of Torian Prince, yeah. Should you give us a hint? What conference?
My hint will
He
be
doesn't know.
this school was mentioned pretty much first, even before we kind of got into the game. It was like one of the first schools that was kind of just randomly said that got us into this.
Texas?
Nope.
Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt.
Did he really go to Vanderbilt?
And Missouri.
Huh.
Like they're the same colors too.
Wilson Chandler.
He went to DePaul.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Kenneth Fareed.
Morehead State?
Morehead State.
Yep.
The Manimal.
Ty Lawson.
North Carolina.
Oh, that's right.
JaVale McGee.
UNLV?
Nevada.
Nevada. Andre Miller.
Fuck.
Colorado.
Nope.
No, that was Chauncey Billups. Where did Andre Miller go to school? Conference?
She doesn't fucking know.
Do you not know conferences?
Not for college, no.
Like, even if it's like a big school?
I know some, but this one I really don't know.
Is it a big school though?
No.
Is it some state?
It
Alright,
would
just tell us.
probably be something state, but
Just tell us.
Utah.
That's in the Pac-12.
That would be my guess, but I didn't.
I
wanna,
knew he went to Utah. Fuck. I should have known that.
I didn't want
I
to.
know you went to the West.
Yeah, that's the Pac-12.
All right, so that's basically the names you would know in here. A lot of guys didn't go to school, like Nene and Al Harrington.
Al Harrington.
Al Harrington for different reasons.
All right, let's do it.
Kel, let's do the 2014
Indiana
Washington
Pacers.
Wizards.
The Whiz Kids.
The Wizards.
Marcin Gortat, the Polish Hammer.
Oh, killer. Oh, right off the bat, Trevor Ariza.
Fuck, where did Trevor
Say-
go to school? Did you say the
Hold on.
Citadel?
I think it's UCLA.
You'd be correct.
He went to UCLA?
Mm-hmm.
Bradley Beal.
Florida.
Florida.
Yep.
Been in the league that long.
Trevor Booker.
Oh my god, I didn't know
Trevor
this.
Booker.
Georgia Tech.
Nope.
Damn.
You know what conference?
No, I don't. College is
Just
tough.
say it.
Everyone's changing. Clemson.
That's in the ACC.
I fucking knew that too.
Drew Gooden.
Do you go
Oh
to Duke?
my
No.
Similar color though.
Kansas?
god. Kansas.
Yep. Was Kansas. Otto Porter Jr.
Georgetown.
Yep.
John Wall went to Kentucky.
Chris Singleton.
Florida State.
Garrett Temple.
Oh my god.
Did he also go to Georgetown? No.
Nope.
Garrett Temple. Garrett Temple. Shit. I don't know. What conference?
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Do you know what conference? No. Come on.
I know the conferences that matter in football and baseball. Hockey, forget it.
I'm gonna be so fucking mad when you say it.
Just tell us.
You ready?
Yeah.
LSU.
SU.
That's in the ACC. No, SEC.
Son of
Excuse me.
a bitch. Son of a bitch.
All right, I'll give you guys one more.
Do 2011 Mavericks.
The Mavs. Mav kids.
The Whiz Kids.
Everybody's the kids.
The Bucks Kids.
Okay. Oh my God, this team. JJ Barea.
Spain.
Northeastern.
Northeastern.
I knew that.
We'll have some repeats here. Corey Brewer.
Florida.
Karan Butler.
UConn.
I still remember this guy's name. Brian Cardinal.
Oh, the custodian. That was his nickname.
I didn't know that.
The custodian, yeah. He was bald. I don't know where he went to school. He looked like he sounded like he went to like BC or something. What conference?
He went to the chicken conference. Think your grocery store. Chicken.
Was it Louisville?
Shit. Kentucky.
Nope. You go to a grocery store, you buy chicken.
Oh,
from
Purdue.
Purdue.
Boo.
I was happy with that.
That's in Purdue's in the Big Ten, I think.
Brendan Haywood.
I don't know. Can't remember. He was on those teams.
North Carolina.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was gonna say it.
Sorry. Ooh, here's one. Dominique Jones.
No idea.
Fucking Marquette.
No. South Florida.
That's what he said.
Jason Kidd.
Cal.
Yep. Sean Marion.
The Matrix. Where did Sean Marion go to school?
2 schools, you definitely know one of them.
What conference?
Just
give me a guess. See if you're right or wrong.
Pac-12.
This is
Oregon.
who again? This is who?
Sean Marion. All right.
Did you go to Wazoo?
So take my guess and think of schools that would.
Was it a California school?
No.
Arizona.
No.
Am I going? Which geography? North?
Got to go north a little bit.
Utah? West? Nevada? Nevada?
In Nevada, yeah.
UNLV?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is this again? Oh, Sean Marion.
Yeah.
I forgot what you're talking about.
And then I don't know where this is. Vincennes University.
Huh.
Steve Novak.
Ooh, where did Steve Novak go to school?
Dude, they had like the same fucking players on that team.
What conference?
Okay.
St. John's.
I'm gonna say in the big Michigan conference.
Was it Michigan Capital?
It is not. I just made something up.
Is it Ohio State?
No, don't take my
All right,
thing.
just
for
tell us to move it along.
Marquette.
That's in the Big East.
God damn it.
All right, and last one, Jason Terry,
The Jet, Arizona.
Arkansas.
No, I went to Arizona.
Arizona.
Twisted.
So you got that movie list open?
Yes,
Go
I
through,
do.
go through. Kyle, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm going to do the movie game real quick with Kendall. He got a list.
All right. Godfather.
1984.
Godfather, 1972.
Bingo. Goodfellas.
1990.
Dark Knight.
2008.
Pulp Fiction.
1994.
Sorry, my list is kind of getting shrunk. Okay. Apocalypse Now.
1979.
Avengers Endgame.
What?
2019.
Why do you know all this?
Shut up. Let me just focus.
Rocky.
1976.
Good Will Hunting.
1997.
Yep. Titanic.
1997.
Forrest Gump.
1994.
My God. 7.
1995.
Man. Fight Club.
1999.
Yep. Saving Private Ryan.
1998.
Schindler's List.
1993.
Man.
It's Mama's House.
Who?
Yo, Mama's House. The Martin Lawrence movie
I
where
thought
he
it was
was the
Big Mama's
grandmother.
house. Yo, Mama's house.
Avatar.
2009.
You didn't say
Inception.
mine.
2010.
What your mama's house?
Big Mama's House.
Mama's house? Was that part of the Medea franchise?
That was like pre-Medea. That was Medea before Medea, yeah.
Jaws.
1975.
I got one, Kendall.
What do you got?
Sharknado.
Those ones are probably like the mid 2000s.
All time. Gladiator.
2000.
My God. Silence of the Lambs.
1991.
Yep. Man. Not even like a falter.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
1984, I want to say. You can look that up. What kind of those to the list? Are you skipping like obvious ones, or are you just
I'm looking for like
ones
big,
that you probably I know because there's like a lot. Yeah, I know pretty much the big movies, but
like big names
Yeah.
like that would matter.
1984.
Here's one that's slightly obscure. The Social Network.
2010.
Not like that obscure, but
No, it's but yeah, I should have won Best Picture there actually.
Bridge on the River
Edward-
Kwai.
What?
Put your hands.
Bridge on the River Kwai.
Never heard of it.
I never. That's a good movie.
No.
Old movie, 57 though.
Edward Scissorhands.
1990, I think, for Edward Scissorhands.
Yep.
Back to the Future.
1985.
Yeah, that one's kind of a gimme.
Yeah.
Lena Paul.
What?
Lena Paul.
Never heard of it.
E.T.
1982.
Yep, she's a porn star. You lose.
I could do this all day, Kendall.
I can give you one more.
Just one.
Just one more, and then I'm gonna run to the bathroom and make you and Kyle talk to each other.
Oh God.
Don't do this.
He goes, "Oh God." Lord of the Rings.
The first one?
Yeah, actually, I don't know the name of the first one. I clicked one and I don't know which one it is.
Is it 2001?
I think that's not the first one.
Return of the King is the third one. Two Towers is the second one.
All right, so I thought the Two Towers was the first one, but it's not. But do you know the Two Towers?
2003? 2002? 2002, yeah.
Hey, but pretty good there,
What
guy.
about Gremlin?
Gremlins, 1980. Was it also 4?
I'll be right back.
No, like 2015.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
The
no,
original
1984.
Gremlins?
1984. I get it.
Got it right, baby. Gremlins. Kendall did.
Devil Wears Prada.
2004?
2006.
Was it really?
Bitch. Yeah, it was.
Was it the Devil Wears Prada?
I'm just reading it.
Huh. Oh, it was 2006.
So,
Alright, fair enough.
what's up, man?
Not much. How's Bristol?
What am I doing? Great.
Where do you live in Bristol?
Hung. It's like 10 minutes past ESPN.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Do you ever
I
see
need
any of those
food.
guys around town?
No.
Well, a lot of them, yeah. A lot
No.
of them live like in like West Hartford and shit.
Yeah, they're rich. They don't want nothing to do with me.
I saw Kenny Mayne at a restaurant in West Hartford a couple months ago.
I've only seen Jerome Bettis once.
The bus. Did you tell Kendall that?
No, because I was at ESPN.
Oh, he saw the bus. He saw the bus at ESPN. Jerome Bettis.
Wait, what? I took a tour.
He took a tour and saw the bus. Kendall's back.
Him and that Antonio Pierce.
Ah, Antonio Pierce, nice.
What, the Giants, Antonio Pierce?
Hell yeah, greatest linebacker of all time.
Listen, there's people that probably say that.
Probably.
Hey, you guys want to do a draft where we draft as a group and make the most mediocre team ever?
Of current players?
Current or all time?
Yeah, let's do a draft. I mean, that's kind of what we do nowadays.
You want to wrap up with a draft?
Yeah, let's do a draft. So what's your criteria, Souls? Tell us what you're thinking.
I say we do baseball because it's probably easier to do like the full team.
Okay.
All right. Now for that, are we?
And
doing,
we just
We'll go ahead.
don't draft. We can't draft Hall of Famers. Just like role players.
Well, I've never heard mediocre and Hall of Fame in the same sentence.
There's probably a few of them in there.
Said we can't draft Hall of Famers.
I know.
No Hall of Famers drafted.
Yeah, I know.
How about we do players? How about we do players that aren't in the Hall of Fame but were great, but aren't just missed the Hall of Fame, but not counting like Barry Bonds and that kind of shit. You want to do straight up mediocre?
We could do that.
'Cause I'm
But
talking
just do
like-
good players.
I'm talking like a Don Mattingly or something, like right where he's not in the Hall of Fame, but he's like pretty great.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Anyway, so lay
You
out
can
the
do that.
parameters.
just starting 9. So the starting 8 plus the pitcher. Well, starting 9, we'll do DH. We'll do 2 starters and 2 relievers. And a coach, of course.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want to start with?
We'll do-
Coach?
We can do whatever we want. We don't have to go in order.
Oh, we're just talking it out. Who's like a mediocre coach?
Fucking Joe Girardi.
Nah, he's lower than mediocre. I mean, that World Series he got was because the Yankees had that stacked team.
Okay, so you just want me to write this down?
Sure.
Yeah.
I was never a huge Girardi guy. I mean, Boone is whatever. I mean, the talent we have this year is ridiculous, but like Girardi,
I mean, you guys definitely have like the stake in this conversation. Like, I'm more or less indifferent because they never really impacted
he
me
never
whatsoever.
coached your teams. Yeah. I would put like a Terry Collins in there though. It's like a mediocre coach.
Are you talking about a guy who kind of like had a great 5 years?
I mean, yeah. I mean, and even when he coached the Astros a little bit in the early 2000s. Was he on that World Series team? Did he coach that World Series team?
You know who's a mediocre coach?
For the Mets,
Dusty
who's the-
Baker.
Dusty Baker, you said?
I mean, I kind of disagree. I feel like everywhere he's gone, he's kind of been successful.
Well, I mean,
He can't win when it matters.
Well,
he doesn't have a World Series, does he?
no, he's played in 3 or coached in 3. Is that correct? Was it Houston?
Houston,
He was
Chicago.
also
No, he
given
never
all
coached
these
Chicago.
things.
Where did he coach between Chicago and Houston? The Reds.
Cincinnati.
The Reds, yeah.
The
No,
Reds
And,
went,
and
right?
you know
Reds-
what? You know what? He does have one. I'm sorry.
With who?
The Giants.
But
What, he does?
2003.
No, the Giants didn't win. The Angels won that year.
Did they?
Yeah, it was the Angels, Giants. Everyone, no, because Bonds doesn't have a World Series ring.
because I heard that recently, like in a game, like that's like the one thing he doesn't have as an
That's
accolade.
why everyone was rooting for him last year against the Braves, and it was like, nah, fuck you, because like everyone hated the Astros.
Right. It's just
So, no, everyone. I actually think that too. No, because in 2003, that's when the Marlins won, Kyle, and they beat the Yankees. But you're thinking of 2002 when the Giants played the Angels, but the Angels won.
Yeah.
It's when they had K-Rod. Loved K-Rod.
Don't think Kara was on the team. It was Trevor Percival.
Troy Percival.
Who the fuck is that?
I mean, yeah, we could talk about. We just throw out managers all we want, but it doesn't really matter.
so. I mean, like, does mediocre mean like they went to a World Series or won a World Series and didn't deserve it, or like just
No, I would say a guy who gets your team to maybe like, 85 wins, 80 wins.
then who was the Pirates manager all those years?
Was it Clint Hurdle?
I think it was before Clint.
He's
Hurdle.
pretty mediocre.
Clint Hurdle's a good.
What
I'm
about-
cool with Clint Hurdle.
Was Clint Hurdle the manager when the Rockies went to the World
Yeah.
Series?
Yes.
Yeah, they lost.
What about
Clint Hurdle.
What about Charlie Manuel?
Oh,
He won
I'm
a World Series.
I'm a big
What
Charlie
about Bobby
Manuel guy.
Cox? Big Bobby Cox guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's probably one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I think Clint Hurdle's a good.
Yeah, let's go
option.
Clint Hurdle
Let's
here.
go Clint Hurdle.
Clint Hurdle's perfect for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clint Hurdle.
That's great.
First
All right.
baseman. Let's just go down the list.
All right, first base.
But see, I think we got to do like a slight. I say we make the same slightly above average because that way we'll remember more players. Kind of like a Justin Morneau or like a Paul Konerko kind of guy, where like they were good, they had maybe an all-star here and there, but they were never really like Hall of Famers. I think that's more fun.
See, the problem is
That's fine. We can do that.
I love bad players, so I hate bringing up names. Like, do what I feel like a Derek Lee? Is that like
I liked Derek Lee.
See,
He
I
wasn't
do.
bad.
I do too. But I
He
mean,
has a World Series, I think, with the Marlins. He was on that Marlins 03 team.
so I guess he doesn't fit that criteria then.
Let's see. First baseman. Yeah, I gotta think it's a first baseman.
I mean, Jason Giambi.
He was good. I mean, he was on steroids, but he wasn't bad. But I guess that meets the criteria. But I don't know. I would say like a Paul Konerko. Good.
I think he's too good for this list.
Thanks. All right, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, Justin Morneau's pretty good pick.
He's like right on that border of like good, but like not a household name like at all.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think there's a lot of people that won't know. I mean, not that matters. This is our freaking list.
He's good glove, has some pop.
Won a home run derby against Josh Hamilton.
Hey, real quick.
We'll go to Justin Morneau.
All right. It's funny. I randomly just, for whatever reason, searched Maglio Ordonez.
Love Magdalene.
Did you know he's the mayor of Juan Antonio?
Of what?
He could be on this team.
It says mayor of Juan Antonio Sotillo Municipality. So I think he's like the mayor down in Venezuela or something.
Nice.
One-
So the
one of
long
the-
hair.
I don't know.
So the frizzy hair.
See if I can look at a recent picture.
Second baseman.
David Eckstein comes straight to my head.
Wasn't he a shortstop?
He played second base too.
Did he? Oh, Marco Scutaro.
Oh, what a great name.
Scutaro.
Tadahito Oguchi.
Oof.
Let's
What
say-
about who was the Hawaiian Punch? Is that Benny Agbayani or Buddy Biancalana?
I'm not gonna put that because I don't know how to spell it. Edgardo Alfonso.
Alfonso Soriano.
Yeah.
Love a good Alfonso Soriano.
He's
What
pretty good
about-
for this list.
What about Luis Valentin?
No.
Mark Bellhorn. Oh, I got one. What the fuck was his name? He played for he played for the Orioles. Brian Reynolds, was that his name?
Brian Roberts.
Brian Roberts,
that's
that was
bad.
his name.
But
Yeah.
listen, I'm thinking we just go straight Kaz Matsui.
I like Taz Matsui.
He was so bad.
That guy sucks. I think that's who we should pick.
I got a good shortstop too from those Orioles teams, JJ Hardy.
Oh man, totally forgot about him.
Are we going with Kaz Matsui?
Listen, I have to put my foot
Okay.
down. We have to go Kaz Matsui
Alright,
here.
fair enough.
I hated him.
Yeah, dude, you spent so much money on him.
Shortstop.
Third base.
Oh, we're going JJ Hardy on shortstop. Just a unanimous.
No, I didn't.
nah,
I just the way I put it down on the list.
Shortstop. Eckstein's not bad if we put him at short.
Pokey Reese.
Poachster. Trying to think of other shortstops through the years. Johnny Peralta.
Johnny with
He
the
was
H
so
in the weird
good.
place.
Like 1 year
He
with the
took
Cardinals.
steroids, yeah.
Man, who was on the Tigers team?
Nobody
Wasn't that Johnny
good.
Peralta?
When they went to the World Series, was it him?
I thought in 20. No, the Rangers went. Who was on those Rangers teams that went to the World Series?
Freaking
Elvis
Joe
Andrews
Nathan
is a
and,
good
like-
pick.
Who?
Elvis Andrews is a good
and
pick.
Adrian Beltre. Well, Beltre was third base, but
I mean, the
Elvis
problem is,
Andrews, that's a name.
yeah, the problem is I like both those guys. Like,
I know.
Elvis Andrews still plays.
No.
Yeah, he's in,
Yeah.
he's in Oakland.
I refuse to believe that Elvis Andrews still plays. I thought that dude retired 5 years ago.
He's in Oakland right now.
No. Like
Uh,
playing in Oakland?
Hey, he's their starting shortstop.
Brutal. No wonder they're so bad.
brutal. Trying to think.
Who was like?
Oh, who was that guy in the Reds, Kyle? For all those.
Zach Kozar.
Yeah.
That's a good pick too.
Brandon Phillips would have been a good second baseman pick too.
Yeah, I love Brandon Phillips.
Who do we settle on? Brian No, Kaz Matsui.
Kaz Matsui.
I mean, that has to be the guy. I'm
I
I
sorry.
mean, shortstop. We can go Zach Kozar. All glove.
To move it along. That's fine. Third base. Brandon Inge.
Oh man, I love how he's like a third baseman / catcher.
Yeah, he played everything. Todd Frazier, the Todd father.
Todd Fowler was sick. Is sick.
Chase
Ty
Headley.
Wigginton.
Oh,
Brandon Inge, though, that takes me back to the mid-2000s.
David Wright wasn't that good.
shut up, Kyle.
He was a little overrated,
He
actually.
was not overrated. Can't help it. The guy was
Yes,
just
he
made
was.
of glass.
He made one barehanded catch, and that's all he's known
No,
for.
listen, he was a good bat. He just couldn't stay on the field.
But other than that one grand slam he had that one time and that one barehanded catch, I couldn't name you one David Wright moment.
Yeah, but there's tons of guys that just don't have moments, but have been like good. Like, there's a reason he played for as long as he did. He wasn't trash.
He didn't play that long.
He did.
Kendall was staring through my soul.
Yeah. He did. It didn't seem that way because the guy was hurt every year for 70 games.
Because he's not good.
I mean, he played like 2004 to
You know what's a good
14,
name?
16.
Remember Alex Gonzalez on the Marlins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have been a shortstop.
You know, there's actually probably a lot of great names, excuse me, from those Marlins after they split up all those teams both times.
Oh yeah, no, they fucking ruined those teams.
Win a World Series? Get rid of everybody.
Third base. I don't know why, but I fucking love Ty Wigginton.
You know, my vote is either him or Brandon Inge. So I loved Brandon Inge.
Listen, we'll save Brandon Inge for our utility guy.
For our Brandon Inge game.
You ever want to go Ty Wigginton?
Yeah, throw him on there.
Man, this team would be so bad.
Who's our best player so far? Is it
Justin Morneau?
Yeah. Left field.
I'm making a lot of errors in infield. Center field. I feel like we need a guy that's just all glove, no bat.
So look no further than Milton Bradley.
I was thinking Billy Hamilton.
Actually, I was going to say Billy Hamilton, too.
Yeah, put Billy Hamilton because, like, really, that's the only thing keeping him, like, in Major League Baseball.
You know he's in the Marlins?
I believe you.
Left field.
Superb.
Left field.
All right, left field.
Carlos Lee.
Carlos Gonzalez, is he a left fielder? Cargo.
He's a right fielder.
What about Sean
And the way
Green?
that this team is going, he shouldn't be on this list. We need worse people than him.
Who?
Oh, Souls.
Lastings Millage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly.
I said last name's Millage, yeah.
That's the perfect guy.
Just seems so bad. We're going the original draft route.
The nice part about having both Billy Hamilton and Lasting Millage is that we got our 1-2 guy right there.
Yeah. Couple slap hitters, couple steals.
All right, who's gonna be our cleanup hitter?
Did we do right field?
We need one.
Oh, right field cleanup. Nick Swisher.
Ooh,
That's a good name.
that's a great name. That actually just might be the guy. Look no further.
Love a good Nick Swisher. Trot Nixon.
This seems so bad.
Ooh.
I already put down Nick Swisher.
All right, fine. Trot Nick Swisher.
No, we need 2 starting pitchers.
Big Game James.
Eric Milton.
Brad Penny.
I don't even remember Eric Milton.
Lance Lynn.
What? Something fat guys.
The only reason James Shields was nicknamed Big Game James is just his name rhymed with Dame.
Yeah.
He did not pitch well in any big games. What about Jamie Moyer?
Nah, he was too good.
What about
Randy Wolf.
I don't forget through Randy Wolf like that. What about what's his face? He's on the Diamondbacks. Still.
Now he's who?
Mike Minor.
No. Perez, Oliver Perez.
Oliver Perez? But he's more of a reliever.
Well, now.
Let's be honest. He only started for the Mets. After that, he became a reliever.
Yeah, he was bad.
What Daisuke Matsuzaka?
Ooh.
Chin-Main Wong.
Remember all those shirts? They just Daisuke.
Oh, yeah. Hiroki Kuroda. Masahiro Tanaka.
All those guys just like were good for half the
Tanaka
season.
wasn't bad for a little bit. Let's see. Mark Burley.
AJ Burnett.
Is Mark Burley too good?
Yeah, I think
Does he
Mark
do a
Burley's
perfect
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
AJ Burnett.
See, I want it.
AJ Burnett's not. AJ Burnett actually was pretty good.
That's the
I
thing,
think he's a little too good for this.
Every other year, man. Every other year.
He randomly had like this resurgence.
What about R.A. Dickey? The resident assistant.
I know I can't do that to Ari Dickey.
You love that 1 year of R.A. Dickey.
Yeah.
You guys mortgaged the Blue Jays mortgaged the house.
You know what's funny? That thing we did earlier about that moment. I was at the R.A. Dickey
Like-
big strikeout game.
when he had like 18 or something.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I was at that game.
There you go. See, full circle.
Yeah.
Frick Porcello sucks.
Carl Pavano.
You know what? That's a good one. He should make this list.
Yeah, put him on. That's a good name.
I got another good name.
What do you got?
Doug Fister.
Oh man,
I loved pitching with him in the video game.
I'll say Souls is a big Doug Fister guy.
Hey.
I mean, Dontrelle Willis fits this too.
No, D-Train was too good.
For a year.
Yeah, a couple of years, I think.
There's a great Dontrelle Willis moment where someone hit a double and then he tried to score from second, got thrown out of the plate at the end. It was excellent. When he was with the Reds.
D-Train. Oh, I got a good name.
Channel Park.
Channel Park sucks.
He did suck. I got a good name. Ryan Dempster.
Ooh. So the reason
Did that thing with the glove?
Yeah, listen, we have to pick Channel Park because that's like the only guy I know who gave him 2 grand slams in 1 inning.
I could put him down as a reliever.
All right.
Just get him on this team. I don't care
No,
where.
because we know who the reliever's going to be. Kyle Farnsworth. Did you see what he looks like now?
No.
Dude,
He's
it's fucking
ripped.
gross, dude.
He's still one of those ridiculous glasses.
Dude, yeah, and it's gross.
We need one more starter because I agree with Kyle Farnsworth.
Oh my god.
My eyes.
You guys like a human poop.
You look like Lou Ferrigno's poop.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I got the perfect guy for a starter.
Scott Proctor.
Jeff Francis.
Oof. Oh, what about one of the Weaver brothers? Jeff Weaver.
The interchangeable Jared.
What about
and Jeff
Bronson Arroyo?
Oh no,
That's a good
Jared
name.
was too good.
Jeff was not as good as Jared, but I love the Bronson Arroyo leg kick.
I love Bronson Arroyo.
You even go Bronson?
He was right.
No,
for comedic, he's perfect, like the name, but that leg kick was lethal, man.
I don't know, man. Jeff Francis was
Well, Octavio
terrible.
Dotel.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He played for a lot of teams.
He did play for a lot of teams. All right, let's just for the sake of just put somebody down.
All right, I'm going Jeff Francis.
All right, fine.
That was like the Rockies ace, right?
Yeah, and he had a 5 ERA every year.
What about Eric Gagne?
Good name.
Love Eric Gagne.
That's a
Love
great
the
name.
specs.
So our team is filled.
Wait, I thought we were getting a closer.
Oh, we can do a closer.
That's why I thought Eric Gagne.
He was too good.
I know he was.
Jose Mesa.
Jose Mesa.
Rafael
Oh.
Soriano.
He was a guy. He wasn't like exactly a closer, but he was on the Phillies. Was he on the Phillies? Arthur
Name a
Rhodes.
reliever. Arthur Rhodes.
Was he on the Phillies?
Yeah, he was on a lot of teams.
But he wasn't like a closer though, right? He was just a reliever.
Mm-hmm.
Bronson.
Jose Mesa, though, he was a closer. The guy was saved every other day.
Who was that pitcher for the Mets that closed? Billy Wagner, was that his name?
Yeah, Billy Wagner was good though.
He was a lefty. No, he was
He's a Hall-
good, but is he a Hall of Famer?
He's close.
Yeah. He's one of those guys like his jerseys were like in the Hall of Fame as a Met, like
Fair
totally
enough.
undeservedly.
Who's that? Who was the closer for the Mets for years? Was it Familia? Jerry's Familia.
He sucks.
He's
He
still
was a
around.
hothead.
Yeah, he's kicking
Who was
around.
that guy that got in trouble for domestic violence and got suspended for like ever
Which one?
on the Mets? He was like he had like the dreads.
Just before Familia. That's kind
Yeah.
of what made Familia the closer. Oh my God.
It was another Spanish name like
Yeah.
Mejia.
Henry.
Mejia. Or
Mejia, yeah.
Mejia, that
Mejia,
was
yeah.
his name. Yeah.
That's a bummer. 'Cause that guy was pretty good.
And he got like banned for like life.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we don't need a closer. Fuck it. Who cares? Did we do a catcher?
Oh, we didn't do a catcher.
Didn't do a
Matt Wieters.
catcher.
No. He was too good.
I know.
I mean,
Like
they're-
Benji Molina.
Dude, there's like 2 names. Rod Barajas.
yeah,
Yeah, Rob Ross is good.
or Henry Blanco.
Oh God.
We
Like
use those
Evan,
as
like Brian
shoes.
McCann or something.
Guy, Kendall, just bring up a picture of Sal Fasano.
Oh, I remember
Sal
Sal
Fasano,
Fasano
yeah.
with the mustache. Yeah, I remember him.
So good.
He's like, I think he's a coach in the Yankees right now.
He's like a fatter Nestor Cortez.
You guys want to go with Sal Fasano?
Oh, what a great
Of course I remember
mustache.
Sal Fasano.
Oh, there's a weird picture of him on the Braves with no mustache. I hate it.
You got the Matt Carpenter mustache.
It's a classic.
All right, so
animal.
read us back our team. Who's
We're going Sal Fasano.
Yeah, go South Side.
fun it for comedic effect. All right, so who's our do the coach all the way up to whatever you want to do.
So our coach is Quint Hurdle. Our catcher is Sal Fasano.
Oh,
First base is Justin Morneau.
all right, that's the best one so far.
So hear me out. The way I said it is the way that we ended up doing it.
All right, fine. So we gotta figure out another first baseman.
No. It's already blocked in.
No, he'll be like our like best player.
Oh, do we get a DH?
Oh yeah.
We'll use Morneau as our DH.
Who'll be our other first baseman then?
Find somebody that's worse.
Sal Fasano.
Craig Wilson from the Pirates.
Tyler Austin.
Travis Lee was pretty bad.
Travis Hafner. No, who played first? Was Hafner first baseman or was Lyle Overbay?
I think both.
Oh.
Could we pick John Wahlrood for the helmet?
Oh, what about Russell Branyan?
Oh, I know Russell Brand.
There we go.
All right, what about Richie
Kendall-
Sexton?
Nah, Russell Brand because of the song.
Have you ever heard that song? When he played in Cleveland, they used to sing. They played the song. It said Russell Branyan hits the ball over a canyon. It's like a guy singing.
Terrible.
It's the weirdest thing.
Terrible. I'm happy to say I've never heard
Right.
it.
And listen, the crowd was not into it.
Just says Russell Brand. All right, so who's our second baseman?
Kaz Matsui,
Terrible.
Zach Cozart's our
Oof.
shortstop.
Brutal.
Third baseman is Ty Wigginton.
All right.
Center fielder Billy Hamilton. He's probably our best player. Left fielder's Lassing Millage.
He's
Awesome.
the worst player.
So awesome.
Right fielder's Nick Swisher.
Love it.
We probably have to pick a worse guy than Swisher. At least he had a couple good years.
Did he?
Yeah.
He had a steep fall off though.
The steepest of fall offs. All right, go ahead.
We'll take Cleveland Indian and Nick Swisher.
Who's toeing the slab?
Carl Pavano.
So good.
Jeff Francis.
I like Bronson Arroyo too, but he'll be our third starter.
Chano Park. Kyle Farnsworth.
Ugh.
That's our team.
I wish there was
That
a way.
team wins 45 games.
If there was a way to simulate that team.
I mean, you could if we wanted to like get into the show, like the historic rosters, but
Yeah, it seems like a lot of
we'd
work.
win 44 games, and Clint Hurl would get tossed after every one of them.
I would just love to.
Russell Branyan. Hits it over a canyon.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Shit.
Dude, it's so funny. Dude, just looking at this team on paper, I want to throw up.
Okay, I think this is it. Hold on.
There's a man who plays right field for the Cleveland Indians. What's his name? His name is Russell Branyan. Russell Branyan. He can hit it over a canyon. Russell Branyan.
Be fired on the spot because of that.
There's a man who plays right field for the Cleveland Indians. What's his name? His name is Russell Branyan. Russell Branyan. He can hit it over a canyon.
All right, I did the
Hey, on that particular home run, Jim Thome was on the base path.
Jim Thome. Oh, that's funny. That team is terrible. 43 games we win, I think.
Oh, and that particular moment of July 5th, 2000, that was his 11th home run of the year.
Nice.
What an amazing moment for him and the fans.
Hit over the canyon. So what do I do? We done?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
that. If we had to fill out the rest of the team, I would just use the rest of the 2007 Pirates.
I mean, there's, what's his face?
Tom Grizzolani,
Yeah, awesome name. What about that guy
Ian
that
Snell,
Jeff has the jersey of?
Sean Casey.
The mayor?
Some Sean
That was
Casey
my
action.
jersey. That was
Was
my
it
jersey.
really?
I gave it to him. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
I went to Disney and I bought it.
That's a weird thing to buy.
Yeah, dude, it was sick. It's a sick looking jersey. Just the player sucks.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But well, it's kind of a wrap for this this installment of Getting Sports with a Drunk.
Next week we'll be doing terrible basketball players.
That'd be fun too.
I mean, think of the countless players.
Countless.
Anthony Bennett has to be on the team.
He doesn't even count. He didn't even register on the stale. It's so bad.
Some beer reviews.
Kyle?
I had the Willie Make It. I honestly love this beer. I recommend it to a lot of people. It's not too strong. It goes down pretty smooth.
Is it an IPA?
Yeah, it's a hazy pale ale.
Huh. Did it make you hazy?
But it made me feel a little drunk, but not too bad. I'm off tomorrow, so.
How much? If you kind of remember, how much are like the 4-packs?
Like 13.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
What's the ABV?
7.
Wow.
Listen, sign me up. Actually, I'd like to
Hold
give it a shot.
Keep talking, I'll tell you for sure.
I had the Spire, the
5.3.
counterweight. Very good. I had 2 of them. Would get it again. And have you checked out the new brewery yet?
No, I've been.
Yeah, it's big. We should go, Kendall.
Yeah, well, I'm down.
Kendall.
Oh, Jess Kendall, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, don't have your phone number.
203 980
I'm writing this
1833.
down.
No, all the fans have
I
Soldier's
have
number.
Dude, I'm like 98% positive that nobody listens to our show.
That's
Do
not
you
true.
have numbers? Should you get numbers on it?
We have numbers. We have a lot of people like in other countries that listen.
There's
New
like,
Zealand's a big one.
there's like jerking off to it.
Hey, listen, however they want to get down.
Hey, numbers are numbers, baby.
That's right.
What about you?
Like, the only time I've ever heard anything, we were pretty big in New Zealand.
Yeah, we have numbers in New Zealand for some reason. Don't know why. No.
The Kiwis like you?
I had the.
But we love you.
That's right. We love you nonetheless.
If you're listening, and we know that you are.
The very
Now you have my
famous
number.
Bud Light Lime.
Let's keep interrupting, Kendall.
4.2% alcohol by volume.
That's it?
That's it. I mean, it's a summertime beer. You know, I bought it for other people thinking they were gonna like it. They didn't really want it, so now
You
I
hate
have.
to see it.
5.3, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
You said
5.3.
that. Yeah, Steve Martin was a prop comic.
But yeah,
5.3,
basically, it's a yes, I got you. It's a Bud Light with a lime infused. It's pretty refreshing.
It's
all right.
5.3.
5.3 for the
5.3.
Souls beer.
All right.
Souls, where do you think they could find us?
Well, they could find Dan Reeves at GSWD_4
That's incorrect.
on what?
Continue.
That's on our Instagram and kind of Facebook type thing.
Find us on Facebook at Getting Smooth or Drunk, Twitter and Instagram as GSWD_4. Use the hashtag
And Dan Reeves.
What's the 4-4?
It's just a number. It's just kind of what came up.
Oh, I'm aware that
Getting Forged with
4
Drunk 1, 2, and 3 were already taken.
is a number. No, there's no shot it was.
But be sure to use the hashtag GSWD. Whether you think Barks is the best root beer
Trash.
or
It easily is. Easily.
Okay, hold on. It's not the best. You can argue that it's not as bad as I'm saying it is, but you cannot argue it is the best. You cannot.
To me, I think it's the best. 'Cause I don't really like root beer. So
why are
Suck
we even
dick.
listening to you, you bumfuck?
the best sort of Mountain Dew. And that's it.
or drafting a really, really bad MLB team.
Led by Clint Hurdle.
Find us.
He's the best player we have.
Or
Sure.
doing college or movie date games.
Yes. Find us anywhere you listen to podcasts, Google Play, iHeart. Basically, yeah, anywhere you'll find us.
And if you're a New Zealander, leave us a review so we know that you heard us talking about you, the Kiwis. Or if you're from anywhere, if you're listening to this, leave us a review and stars and tell us what you think.
Yes.
You know, we had one review in our lives, and it was my mother telling us to stop swearing.
What a fucking...
Yeah, it was pretty weird. She just said that there's like a lot of
you
old.
guys have some on Apple.
So, yeah, I mean,
I think I unsubscribed you.
early
Are they
on,
positive ones?
I think some of the reviews are from us. Honestly,
You guys have 13 ratings. Listen and enjoy 4 years ago. As good as sports radio, great show, always fun. Four reviews, definitely all from you guys.
yeah, I imagine so. Well, listen, we want some reviews. Listen, we try really hard. Okay, you get what you get sometimes, but we try hard. We have fun,
and we apologize for last week.
Listen,
You should apologize for every week.
we do apologize for everything, but especially last week.
If you are listening
Dude,
and
it
you
was
leave
so
us
bad.
a feedback review, we will think of something to pay you back.
Right.
We need to know if somebody's listening out in New Zealand, Australia,
We have
Fiji.
we have a few getting supposed to drunk T-shirts on retainer. Not many, but we have a few.
Did you know
You
that?
can have mine. It's authentic.
Did you know that VJ Singh is from Fiji? They call him the Big Fijian. I swear to God.
I did not know that.
But now you do.
I do that.
Who the fuck cares? He's a golfer.
On that note,
You are
I am not the hostess company of the Riddler, but I am the Red of a Red Baron.
Kyle Souls.
Okay, first of all, you fucking went out of order.
Who, me or Kyle? Or me?
Well, neither one of those. It was him.
Returning next week, the hostess company of the Riddler.
Dan Reeves.
Don't drop the mic.
And the Red of a Red Baron.
Yow, yow, and
Red,
yow,
red,
and yow,
red.
and wow. Yeah.